Hi, I'm Sydney,
I'm Connor.
and this is our Falcon Squawk, and today we are trying Pumpkin Spice Swiss Miss.
Yeah.
So I drink a lot of just normal milk chocolate Swiss Miss.
I've had milk chocolate Swiss Miss. I've had Swiss Miss plenty of times in the past. I don't regularly drink it though.
I mean, even during the summer, it's just like almost once a day.
Oh.
Like, there's been periods where I've drank it a lot more than others, but at Walmart saw that for the holiday season they have pumpkin spice Swiss Miss, and they still label it as hot chocolate, so not like a pumpkin spice specific drink like on its own, just like hot chocolate pumpkin spice.
That sounds nice. And typically when I have Swiss Miss, here's the thing. Most times I've had Swiss Miss is at like hotels, and I always mix it with my coffee. So it's
Because
like
it adds the sweet,
Yeah.
and it has milk already in it.
Yeah, so it's like I'm making a little mocha when I do that. Just dump that in, put the coffee, and usually hotels often have kind of poopy coffee. That makes it's a good way to
Yeah.
jazz it up a bit.
Sometimes I do that here anyway. Just like, oh, coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is boiling hot, but still have the spoon in it. So basically you just dump it in your cup, add hot water or milk, and mix it up.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. I'll go ahead and brave the first. See if it's too hot. Might have to do
wait a few minutes.
Yeah. I'll do off the spoon. So
It does still look like traditional hot chocolate, like there's that brown
it
color.
smells real good. It definitely has that pumpkin spice smell coming through it. It's not dangerously hot. It is hot though, so I can't do full swigs. There it is. Bit of a delay.
It kind of, yeah, it smells still of like hot chocolate, but yeah, there's some sort of spiciness to the scent.
It almost has the apple cider spice smell to it, is what I was for some reason getting. Maybe it's just that spice. It's
The cinnamon and clove type.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna brave it. It is really hot.
It is, but it didn't seem too hot for sipping. The first couple sips, I didn't even get any of the pumpkin spice, and then it like just flourished.
I'm kind of getting it. And it's like,
It was one of those I breathed in and I tasted it.
it's kind of interesting because it's almost like more so like they added more sweet.
It definitely tastes sweeter. That's cool. It looked like a steam train just rolling out.
Yeah, but there is sort of that spice in there. And
Yeah.
it's not like, the chocolate's definitely like a backseat compared to just sort of overall sweet with a little bit of that spice.
It has a very like sweet milk flavor to it, like sweet cream. I imagine it would be really good in coffee, because if you like sweet coffee, put that in
Yeah.
there.
And of course it would probably be a little different making it with milk as opposed to water. Adding to that.
Yeah, definitely would like to try it with the milk. Although, like you said, it has like the milk powder added in it already, and I could definitely taste that.
Yeah, and also I don't measure like any of the water,
Yeah.
and I know this is probably a bit large of a cup for it, because 8 ounces isn't actually that much.
Yeah, that's true. Which is interesting to consider because it's very sweet as is, and it's definitely more water than intended, and it's still very sweet. So it might be too sweet if it was to be the proper size.
That would be interesting.
So
And also alternative milks tend to be sweetened just as the like base level unless you get unsweetened. So if you were using an alternative milk, it would be even sweeter on top of that.
yeah, that is true. I think, how would you rate that? I kind of have the feeling of it's indifference to normal hot cocoa to me. It's good, as far as Swiss Miss packs go. That is, and I like it. It's kind of a neat way to change it up a little bit during the holidays. Just have a little bit of a different taste, especially if you're a Swiss Miss fiend like you.
Well, it's not necessarily that I'm a fiend. It's just like I like hot beverages in the morning,
Yeah.
and if like there's only going to be like 2 cups of coffee for me out of a pot, and I want a 3rd cup of something hot, and I don't want to make a whole nother pot or like have coffee, it's like, oh, hot chocolate. Or if it's later in the day and it's like I'm not feeling tea, I'll have hot chocolate to less caffeine
Yeah, that makes
later in the
sense.
day.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of hot chocolate, if I would place like Swiss Miss at like an 8, like this would probably be like 6.5 or 7.
I would definitely
Like
put it
it's
a little
lower, but not bad.
Yeah, it's not
There's
bad.
definitely a lot. I would rate white hot chocolate a lot lower than this.
I don't know if I've had that.
It's really sweet for the varieties I've had, or like salted caramel, because the caramel just makes it too sweet for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had the caramel one. It's
Yeah, like those I would put like 2 or 3 on this imaginary scale.
yeah. I think when it comes to hot chocolate, I really like Abuelita. That's usually what I end up having, and because it has that spice to it, and then
Yeah, this is like it has the spice, but like a different spice than like a Mexican hot chocolate.
yeah, it definitely has a different spice than that.
But it has a little bit of that similarity of having some sort of spice-ish to it.
Yeah, something like it's a little different. Like I said, I would rate it a little bit lower than normal Swiss Miss, but good enough to where it's a nice change up if you're like since it's a seasonal drink. It's one that you don't intend to have all the time anyways.
Yeah, and taking another drink just now, it tasted very similar to the Oreos. Like that same sort of spice-ish,
Oh yeah, now that it's a little bit cooler and a little bit more drinkable.
where you can take a bigger drink. Definitely not like squash pumpkin in there. Just
Yeah.
sort of that sweetness. Not as molassesy feeling as the pumpkin spice Oreos.
Yeah, it's definitely a pumpkin spice, not a pumpkin, like a pumpkin pie spice. Because a lot of times they just add the spice that you add to your pumpkin, not necessarily pumpkin flavor. I like it.
Yeah.
Well enough, yeah. It's not bad. Like we were worried that it might be
Yeah.
undesirable.
I feel like on like the tier list, this would be a pretty solid B. Like I might get that before getting the pumpkin spice Oreos again.
Yeah, that's fair. I like this more than the Oreo.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much where we're gonna wrap it up here. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'll have all of your links here as to where you can find Connor. And then, yeah, if you would like to join me again sometime, we do little reviews like this, vlogs, talking about my cosplays recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have intentions to do more pumpkin spice flavored
Yeah,
stuff.
more pumpkin spice flavored stuff. And like we mentioned, Oreos. We are doing a whole video where we try a whole bunch of different types of Oreos.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you flock and squawk again with us sometime.
Bye.
Bye.